Let's talk Instagram. A lot of people say that it's a dying platform, especially for small businesses, especially if you still want to grow on the platform. But I still see Instagram as your shop front, as the first impression that people get when they see your brand. As a consumer myself, even when I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see something that I like, I will still go onto the small brand's Instagram page just to see what it actually looks like as a still image and to sort of gauge the vibe of the brand, which I feel like I don't quite get on TikTok as of yet. So in this video, we are going to cover some of the top tips on starting your Instagram account for your business and growing it. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Taddy G, and on this channel, I share top tips about growing your clothing brand, and I share my day-to-day life as a clothing brand owner myself. And in all honesty, I get super transparent on this channel. So if you're into that kind of content, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you end up enjoying this video, please be sure to like and share. I am trying to grow this channel, guys. I'm trying to grow so that I can bring you even more content and even better quality content. But yeah, let's get into this video. So the first key thing that I would say when it comes to creating your Instagram account is making sure that it's actually cohesive with your brand name and the rest of your social media sites. The reason why this is super important is, say somebody bumps into you and you're wearing your brand's t-shirt, for example, but they don't really have that much time, and they ask you, oh, what brand is that? And you're like, oh, it's Shiva. You're gonna want that person to be able to remember that, and when they have time, type that into Instagram and find your brand. I feel like my brand name is kind of tricky because obviously Shiva is not the easiest thing to spell, but the last thing you want is for your brand to be called Shiva, but your Instagram is like clothing of Shiva or Shiva apparel, something that's just not gonna come up when they go to find your Instagram account. Same thing applies when they find you on TikTok or they find you on Facebook. You want that TikTok name to be the same as your Instagram name, just so that they're able to search you on both platforms quite easily. This next point is even something that I don't even do yet because I didn't actually know that it was a thing. This next tip is optimize your bio. And what I mean by optimize is use keywords, because those are the keywords that people are going to use in order to search and find your brand. It feels similar, say if you're trying to optimize for SEOs, definitely look into optimizing your bio and using those keywords. Now, I feel like this one kind of goes without saying, but make sure you're actually creating quality content that your audience wants to see. Make sure the content is visually appealing and have a mix of product shots and lifestyle photography. Don't just have a bunch of product shots and don't just have a bunch of lifestyle content. You need to have a good balance between the two. Reason being, if you have a bunch of product shots, it feels salesy. If you have a bunch of lifestyle pics, is it a business? Do you know what I mean? So you need to have a good balance of both and make sure your content is cohesive. What I mean by that is when somebody hops onto your Instagram and they're seeing your feed, make sure it looks pretty. What I actually personally do, I used to use an app like Preview, but I realized that I wasn't really using it and it just didn't really work for me. So what I did end up doing was creating a burner account, and on that burner account I actually pre-upload the post that I'm gonna then upload onto my business Instagram page, just to see like how the images fit together. And you will see if you hop onto my Instagram page, my feed is, if I do say so myself, quite aesthetic, I feel. Now, this is a super important one, and I know probably a bunch of people say this to you, but it is really important, and that is consistency. But the key thing about consistency is not trying to post like as much as you can. It's being able to post what you can consistently, if that makes sense. If you can only commit to one post a week and that's what's consistent to you, then do that. It's better to do that than post like 4 posts and then not post for like a month. But ideally, you're gonna want to be posting like once a day at least, and then be posting on your stories. Consistency is key because it keeps your audience engaged, and keep engaged with your followers. Respond to comments if you're lucky enough to get them, and make sure you are also commenting and liking their posts. One thing that I do, and I learned this from somebody, I'm not quite sure who I learned this from, but this is a game changer if you want to grow on Instagram. And it does take like a little bit of like time, but it is definitely worth your time. So every evening or every time you have a little bit of downtime, just sit on your Instagram for an hour, look for your target audience. The best way I found to look for my target audience and also to look for active target audience is to go on a brand page that is similar to mine, like maybe they've got the target audience that I am targeting, go into their likes and basically engage with those people that have left likes. And what I mean by engage is hop onto their page, drop a comment, drop a like on a few posts, and just leave it as that. You don't have to follow them. It'll be good if you did, but you don't have to follow them. And 9 times out of 10, those people will come onto your Instagram page, and if they like your brand, they might give you a follow, they might engage with your content, and in a really good situation, they might like your brand so much, they might become a new customer. At the very least, you are making yourself present to a lot more people. Another tip is to always make sure you have a story up. The reason why this is important is because it shows that you are an active brand. You're active. That's the be all and end all of it. If you always have a story up, but maybe the last post you made was like a week ago, at least people know that you're always active. And the things that you should be posting on your story are a bit of like behind the scenes content, but always try and make sure you have a story up. Instagram has a lot of tools out there that help small businesses. You need to take full advantage of that. So make use of their shopping tool and tag products, because it means that people are able to directly click on a product and shop it on your website. We're living in a day and age where people are a little bit lazy and they love a bit of convenience. So if they're just able to like click a product, I don't know, I feel like it increases that impulsive purchase. And those are some of the purchases that you want to get. If you like, you can run giveaway contests, because this is another way of extending your reach. I have a full-on video of the different ways that you can run a giveaway. My favorite is the one where you actually team up with an influencer to run a giveaway. But like I said, I've got a lot more information about that in this video, so I'm going to tag it up here and probably like in my description. Lastly, and arguably the most important one to do, is to analyze your analytics, your insights. See what posts perform the best. See what time is best to post. Once you understand your follower habits, once you understand what your followers like to see, you're then able to put a strategy in place that works best for your business. Of course, the points that I've made in this video are very generic, but at the end of the day, once you've sat down and you've analyzed what works best for you, that is the best strategy, that is the best tip that you can move forward with. So guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. I am definitely going to implement some of these tips for my own Instagram. I've got a real bad habit that I will like be consistent and then just drop off. Like I'm in a drop off period right now, and I feel like it's because I'm so like chill, like I'm getting orders in, I'm also working on other projects. I need to learn to balance. I've spoken about this in a previous video, but balance is something that I definitely need to learn. Guys, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I am trying to grow a little bit more, and please be sure to like and share this video. I will catch you guys in my very next video.